Hi, I'm April from LearnDoBecome.com, and today we're talking about how a dream journal can actually come true. About 10 years ago, Eric and I took our children on a vacation with some friends. And in the morning, we were sitting out in the common area and we were writing out our vision and plans and talking about the things we were excited about. And one of our friends' teenage sons came out and said, "What are you guys doing? Writing in your dream journals?" And we just started laughing because that's exactly what we were doing. And I know that dream journaling may sound a little bit silly or a little crazy, or you might not even want to do it because it feels like you write down a bunch of things that will never happen. But I want to share how a dream journal actually can be effective and fun, and they can actually come true, and it's really not that hard. So let's dive in. So first, I recommend that you designate a journal just for dreaming. These are mine from the past few years. And essentially, these aren't journals where you write down what you did that day or just a record of events. It's a journal where it's strictly your dreams. It's things that you hope for, it's things that you're excited about, it's things that you're wishing will happen in the future, and things that you're planning for. And it's a place where you can literally just open it and make something happen. Second, I recommend that you keep your dream journal near your workspace or with you as often as possible. So this is my current one right now, and I will either keep it next to my bed or in my purse or here at the desk while I'm working. And then here's the thing, whenever something makes my heart leap, I write it down. So it might be something that I see online. It might be a thought that comes to me. I might read a book and get excited about an idea. I might have a discussion with Eric about something that we want to do in the future. And when something makes my heart leap, I don't just forget it or think, oh, that could never happen. I open my journal and I record it. Third, you'll also want to carve out quiet time each week just to sit and dream. This might be the hardest part because our lives can get so full and so busy just reacting to things, answering emails, answering texts, just trying to get tasks done. But if you can have even 15, 20 minutes, either once or twice or 3 times a week, where you sit down and you think, what would I need in order to be thrilled about my life? Or what do I love about my life right now that I could grow? Or what's something that I could do to make a change that would just leave me feeling so excited to wake up every day? I love the phrase, wake up excited, go to bed content. And when something comes to my mind that will help me do that, I want to put that in my dream journal. But as you actually sit down and maybe you're prayerful about it, maybe you have just some quiet time to relax and put yourself into that future state, but it really makes a difference with consistent time in the dream journal, recognizing that this is really valuable work that's going to make a difference in your life moving forward. Number 4, it's really helpful to think about our dream journals like a canvas, where anything that lights you up, you think, who do I want to become? What would help strengthen my family? What's something that I could create or give to the world? How could I be helpful to other people? What type of a life do I want to live? How do I want to look back and not have any regrets? And as I start answering these questions and writing these things down, sometimes I make little diagrams, sometimes I'm drawing pictures, sometimes I'm connecting ideas, and really it's kind of messy. The idea is that you want to be thinking, I'm creating my future, I'm architecting my life, I'm building something that's actually going to have meaning. And I love that. All right, number 5, this is probably one of the most important ones. We want to review and extract the details from the dream journal. So of course it can still be helpful and therapeutic just to write, and that's fine. But here at Learn, Do, Become, we like to help people to create simple systems so they can do what matters most. So if I just write it down, the chance that it's going to happen is, minimal, maybe moderate. But if each time I open my dream journal, I go back a few pages and I look at what I've written in the past and I flip through, and then at the end of my dreaming session, I think, okay, therefore what? Because I wrote all these things down, what are maybe some projects or routines or tasks, next actions that I could take from this dream journal and put into my STEP Command Central? And we have other videos here on the channel to show you how to use a Command Central. But that's where the fun is, because then I have things that become my current projects. I have things that go on my routines list that I'm reviewing regularly and making little calendar triggers to help me remember. Or I have some really simple next actions that start moving things forward so I don't feel the need to procrastinate or wait until conditions are perfect, because conditions will never be perfect. So if you're thinking, all right, I'm gonna dream, but then what? Learning how to use a Command Central and learning how to take those things and put them into action, it'll actually surprise you how much you're able to move forward without feeling stressed or overwhelmed. And then you look back and it's almost like magic. And certainly things will come up that you didn't expect, and a lot of times life will just feel hard. One other thing to remember is that often the things that I write in my dream journal are incubating. So I read a book called How to Become CEO maybe 15 years ago, and I like the idea of being sharp and focused and visionary. And one of the things I learned in that book was that every great idea has its time. So there might be some dreams that you have right now that just won't work with your current stage of life. But writing them down and then thinking of this as your incubation area, it's actually really empowering, because then maybe 5, 10, 15, 20 years later, you'll realize, okay, this actually is the time. And then you can move forward from there. So I just don't want you to feel discouraged if you write some things down that don't happen right away. A lot of the things that I was dreaming about years and years ago felt pretty much impossible. And now it feels so much easier and so much more doable. So just a little idea. It kind of makes me smile to look at journals that I wrote in when I was really little. I have a whole box here of just all these little diaries and journals where I just started writing and recording. But what I found is whether you're writing and recording or whether you're dreaming and preparing for the future, that process of reflection and planning and feeling hope for what's coming ahead actually makes a big difference on how we feel on a day-to-day basis, and helps us to be more intentional with what we're doing with our own lives, with our families, with the work, whether it's volunteer or professional work that we're doing. And I hope that this will help you to feel a little bit more excited about every day. So thanks for being here with us at Learn to Become. Please visit our channel, check out the other videos that we have to help you build your Command Central and help you to increase your dreaming. And we're so glad you're here. Thanks for subscribing.